If you want a traditional wife, then be a traditional man. You cannot ask for stay-at-home wifey privileges if you don't have stay-at-home wifey money. You want me to clean the kitchen? I'm happy to clean the kitchen if I get to wake up at 10. I get to clean the kitchen, I get to go lounge by the pool, and then you come home at night. Like, sure, no problem. But if I'm waking up at the crack of dawn with you, we're both going to our two very demanding jobs, and then coming home, don't ask me for anything you're not willing to do.
Okay. It's your boy Ringo. Back again with another video. So, if you want a traditional wife, you need to be a traditional man. Guys, this is why dating is dead. It's because today's modern woman is gone. She basically said, if you want a traditional wife, be a traditional man. But yet, during the dating phase, women are not being traditional wives. They're expecting you to do everything. And it's really sick and sad, fam. Like, it don't make no sense, bro. Like, guys, I'm gonna say this again, I'm gonna say this 1,000 times. When it comes to dating, when it comes to relationship, the only thing you could do is just deal with women accordingly, meaning you just kick it and that's it. You know, call it what you want. I really don't care. Make a video, say what you want. But in today's day, trying to find a woman for the purpose of, oh, I'm gonna make her my wife, I'm gonna settle down and build, you're just wasting your time, fam. Absolutely have wasted your time. Let me see. Whatever information you got on Twitch's ex or whatever, the widow, send it to my Instagram so that I can do videos on it, because I'm supposed to start a new documentary series regarding the investigation of his death and how the wife is responsible for it. So if she got a new man, send that info to my Instagram at Ringo TV Raw. That way I can get to work and do what I need to do. Again, I'm not everywhere at one time, so y'all out there in them streets, so y'all hear things I don't hear. But if you got info, send it out. You said the Shade Room dropped it the other day and people feel sour about it. Well, I'll try to find it and see whatever, but next time just send me the info, because when you say it in the chat, what you're gonna get is other people trying to do content off of it because they heard you tell me. So sometimes people try to beat me to the punch. I don't know what that is. Like, I'm the one who covered the full investigation of Twitch. So if anybody needs to hear anything regarding that, it's from me. I got a ton of videos regarding Twitch boss. All right? So at the end of the day, just send the info, I'll take care of it. What's your point at hair grease? What's your point? You said this dude got a whole family. What that have to do with anything? Everybody got families. What's the point? What's the point? You got about 10 seconds to let me know what's the point. He got a whole family and what? You don't got no family, that's why you're here? It's so crazy. They said my family is not here, but my family is here. Now that my family is here and I make videos, they act like I'm not supposed to be making videos. Then how do you pay the bills? How do a man pay the bills if he have a family? He go to work, right? So what's the problem? Let me take care of that person real quick, since they're not responding. I don't got no time. Well, I told y'all that Twitch's wife is going to go get a new man. She already had a man, to be honest with you. It's just that now she's probably ready to show the world. You know how that go. Yeah, the hate that comes from people towards me is ridiculous. It's almost as if though the devil is upset that I'm where I'm at and I'm able to do what I'm able to do. All I got to say, guys, is y'all coming along for the journey, and it's because of your support. That's how I was able to do what I'm doing. Because of you, the people that have been rocking with the platform. I couldn't do this by myself. Remember, I had lost my job, remember? And pretty much the viewers held me down. The viewers held me down when I was going through my struggles. People supported, and I appreciate that. I never forget that. And I always acknowledge that too. That's one thing about me that's different from all these other content creators, is that I don't walk in pride and arrogance. I recognize that it's the people that afforded me to do what I'm doing. That doesn't mean I don't have struggles. That doesn't mean I don't deal with things that normal, everyday people deal with. I'm just like everybody else. The problem is a lot of times people keep looking at YouTubers as if though they're all rich, and has nothing to do with that. I just make better decisions than a lot of people. That's why a lot of these YouTubers are mad with me, is because in their mind, I'm rich, I'm making a ton of money. They don't have a clue what I'm doing. I just know how to budget. I know how to make good decisions, and I know how to execute what I need to do at the right time. That's all. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in this community that's still trying to figure out, how is it that this black man is able to live here? I don't talk to nobody out here, to be honest with you. I don't want to. I like just being by myself, you know. I've been speaking the truth for over 20 years at Jacob Jennings. 20 years. 20 years. It's really crazy out here, man. Let me get back to the topic, guys. In case you're rolling in, we played a video clip, so I want you to hear it, of this Asian woman and what she had to say. Let's roll the tape, hear what she had to say.
If you want a traditional wife, then be a traditional man. You cannot ask for stay-at-home wifey privileges if you don't have stay-at-home wifey money. You want me to clean the kitchen? I'm happy to clean the kitchen if I get to wake up at 10, I get to clean the kitchen, I get to go lounge by the pool, and then you come home at night. Like, sure, no problem. But if I'm waking up at the crack of dawn with you, we're both going to our two very demanding jobs, and then coming home, don't ask me for anything you're not willing to do.
See, guys, it's stuff like that that should make you brothers never want to take a woman down the aisle to make her a wife, because it's like, that woman is just a turnoff, like immediately. Like all she's focused on is money. All she's focused on is material things. That's all she cares about. She don't care about nothing else. She only see a man as a bank account. So you can't get her to cook or do anything, because in her mind, you need to be a traditional man. They want you to be traditional, and whatnot. It's just really crazy. Y'all want chips? No. Okay. Don't make no noise, all right? Okay. So it's like, it's one of them things where it's just, she's saying these things and it's just focused on money, money, money. Tradition, tradition. But yet she don't want to be traditional. I mean, she's speaking as an entitled woman who just want what she want, man. This is crazy, man. I don't get it. And she sounds so disrespectful. And in other words, if you got to go to the 9 to 5 and she got to go to the 9 to 5, she ain't cooking, she ain't cleaning. Then what's the point of making them a wife? As I said many times, the man supposed to be providing, but we in 2024. It makes no sense to have a woman in your house and that woman is not contributing towards nothing. She got to work something. She got to work, not necessarily a 9 to 5, but if you have a woman, she got to be working with you in the business or whatever it is you're doing. She got to work with you. She got to work too. She just can't be sitting around the house collecting dust while you there laboring and doing all of this work. No. Yeah, she was very rude. Very entitled. I don't like it. I really don't. But in their mind, they believe they ain't do no wrong. They believe they're perfectly good. She sounds combative. Yep. Very aggressive. Yeah. And all of that type of stuff, all it does, it pushes men away. It pushes men away. They just don't want to deal with you. They don't want to entertain that. You know, they really don't. So, guys, I don't know if getting married to one of these women is the right thing, but this woman right here, it's like she'll make you never want to marry a woman, bro.
If you want a traditional wife, then be a traditional man.
See, they tell us to be a traditional man, but yet when you meet them, they're not traditional women. They're just entitled and want what they want. And it's crazy how demanding they are.
Ask for stay-at-home wifey privileges if you don't have stay-at-home wifey money.
See? Stay-at-wifey home privileges unless you have stay-at-home wifey money. Guys, don't ever get with a woman like that, bro. She's not focused on love. She's not focused on your good character as a man. She's only concerned with money. Her only concern is money. So I gotta have stay-at-home wifey money. Fam, it's might as well, bro. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, don't marry, bro. Don't marry none of these women, fam. Just deal with them from afar. That's my best advice, man, because this is crazy, man. She's not focusing on no love and all that other stuff. She just want money. Look at that. Stay-at-home wifey money. So that's what I gotta have. That's the requirement in order for me to get some respect.
Me to clean the kitchen? I'm happy to clean the kitchen if I get to wake up at 10.
Meaning, if she could just live free, do what she want, take up space, spend all your money, absorb all your resources, yeah, that's the kind of woman she want to be. She don't want to be a woman that have accountability. She don't want to be responsible for her actions. She don't want to do none of that. She just want to sit on her ASS while you provide, go to work, do everything, and she just live for free.
I get to clean the kitchen. I get to go lounge by the pool, and then
lounge by the pool would mean she's just hanging out, having a good old time.
Come home at night. Like, sure, no problem. But if I'm waking up at the crack of dawn with you, we're both going to our two very demanding jobs.
Now think about this. We're both going to our two demanding jobs, which mean if we're in a two-parent home or just a home where you have a woman and a man and they both working, what she's proven is that none of those people are happy and the woman is literally wearing the pants and acting like she's the man in the house.
and then coming home. Don't ask me for anything you're not willing to do.
Don't ask me for anything you're not willing to do, which means as a man, you're supposed to be washing the dishes. You're supposed to be changing the diapers. You're supposed to be doing all the chores that a woman's supposed to be doing. And not only that, you got to do the outside work too, including that. So there's no delegation of who do what in the house. See, if you live in a house, there's certain chores and certain things that a man's supposed to do and that a woman's supposed to do. That man, he's supposed to be outside with that lawn mower. That man is supposed to be setting the trash, taking care of the trash, making sure everything is good. He's supposed to be doing all of that stuff and whatnot, meaning that the wife, she's in the house, she's washing the dishes. She put all of the trash in the trash can, in the bin, in the bags, and now the husband or the man or whatever his title is, he's supposed to grab the garbage and he's supposed to put it outside. The woman is not supposed to go outside and put the trash out. The man is supposed to grab the trash bag and put the trash out. He's supposed to be taking care of the lawn. He's supposed to be out there mowing, sweeping, working in the garage. He's supposed to be working around the house, doing carpentry work, installing the toilet, installing the washer. He's supposed to be doing all that handiwork in the house. The wife, in the other part, she should be washing the clothes. She should be doing laundry. She should be washing dishes. She should be cooking. You know what I mean? If the man cook, hey, he could treat you to a dinner. He can cook for the family. I know how to cook. Y'all seen me talk about cooking many times on the platform. I know how to cook. You know what I mean? Every man should know how to cook. Because if you don't have a woman, who gonna feed you? How you gonna live? How you gonna survive? Come on now. You gotta know how to cook, fam. You gotta know how to cook as a man. I learned by watching my mom. I know her recipe. I know how to get it in the kitchen, do what I need to do, fam. You know? Yeah, even in the basement videos, in the boiler plant, you know what I mean? Not necessarily the basement, but that's in the boiler plant. You could say it's the basement because it is underground. So it's an underground, like under the level of the ground floor. So yeah. Even in there, I was cooking my chicken, getting everything right because we was doing OT on the job. So, I had to do what I had to do, And even down to when I was cooking, all my coworkers like, damn, bro, this stuff smelling good, bro. Like, how you know what to do? Well, it's my mom's recipe, It is what it is. The way I'm looking at this thing is today's woman. And I'm not saying all women. What I'm saying is, for the most part, most women in today's culture, fam, they don't come to you with wife qualities. They just want your money, man. And it's pathetic. It's like, it leaves no room for us to really be, like, to join together and really build because everybody's focused on money. And it's like, how are we going to grow if you're just thinking about my money? It doesn't make any sense. Now, watch this, guys. Watch how somebody in the chat is spreading false rumors. Watch this. Somebody in the chat named Donnell or Donal, I don't know what the name is, says, Samantha, he wants the woman to work outside the home and be a full-time housewife. When did I say that? I never said that. So what are you hearing? I never said that. And this is what I mean with social media, how people, they say things or they make reference to things that I never said. I never said none of those things. My whole point is it makes no sense for a man to marry none of you ladies if you have a job. Meaning if you have a 9-to-5, nobody should marry you. Because if this is your attitude that as long as you working and I'm working, you're not going to cook, clean, do anything, then it makes no sense you be a wife. It makes no sense you do anything. It makes no sense we even live together. Like, what's the point? I'll just go do my own thing and you do your own thing. And that's about it. What I said is that if a man have a woman, she's supposed to be working in that house. It don't make no sense. I'm outside the house, putting in work, doing what I got to do. And you are in the house relaxing at the pool, having a good old time. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. you know? And it's really, really sad. And most of the people in the chat that's just talking crap, none of those people have relationships. None of them have families. They're just lonely. A bunch of lonely, bitter folk that are miserable and don't got nothing that they really got going on for themselves, you know? And it's really, really sad, man. It's really, really sick, you know? It's really stupid for you to say that I'm going to be alone when in my last video, my family is on camera. I'm a married man, have a family, and I'm doing good. So stop projecting your loneliness on me. You're the one that's lonely. You're the one that's miserable. All right? You sound crazy. You know? What I'm saying is today's man have to really think about what he's getting into when it comes to dating, because women in today's culture that have 9-to-5 jobs, they don't come to you as traditional women. They're more or less on, she's independent, she's doing her own thing, and, you know, she's never going to give up her job to be a traditional wife. They're never going to do that, guys. So marrying is out of the question. Why do that? You know? Why waste your time doing that nonsense? How should she be making money when you find her? What do you mean, how should she be making money? See, the problem is that you're not paying attention. You're one of those kind of people that you listen to videos and you run with everything. If a woman have a job and she's single, that's nice. But when you get a man, you're supposed to be a traditional woman. So why aren't women giving up their jobs once they get with a man that's working? Because they don't want to do that. They want to make their own money because their fear says the relationship is going to go south. So if she's working and making her own money, if she was to depart, she don't got to worry about nothing because she's been preparing the whole time. See, the truth is most women are preparing for their relationships to fail. That's what they're preparing for. You know? Said no money, no honey. That's a lie. Women these days don't ask a man for money. First of all, if it's no money, no honey, then are you saying that women are 304s and prostitutes? Because that would mean that they're selling their body. In other words, if you don't got no money, you don't get no honey. Well, does that mean that the average woman is a 304? Meaning that it's pay for play? I'm telling you, a lot of y'all be just degrading yourselves automatically with comments like that. Anytime you hear a woman say, no money, no honey, that's a 304, guys. That's a 304 for you. That's a 304. Because it's like you're charging a man money to sleep with you. Might as well you get into corn and get slutted out, because that's exactly what you're saying. You're saying you selling yourself. That's sad. Why would you sell yourself for some money? It's sad, man. And the reason why it's sad is because you have a lot of women that have it so easy where they sell themselves in order to get $1. You know? Let me see. You said men are going overseas. The men that are going overseas aren't finding wives. They're just going overseas to sleep with women. I doubt that men are going overseas because they're trying to find wives. They're really going overseas because they just want to sleep with a woman at the end of the day. And overseas, they could do dirt, like raw dogging women, and then come back up to the United States, and that woman is overseas pregnant. You know? She's pregnant overseas while that man is able to come back and flee. You know? Get out of that room and get upstairs. So it's just really crazy, man, when you really think about it. It's really, really crazy. I don't look at it as, you know, these guys are going overseas because they're trying to really find a wife. Most of these guys that are going overseas, they just want to play. And remember, their dollar does more for them overseas. Whereas in the United States, they end up losing money. You know? You lying on that one? Oh, boy. Yeah, most of the... See, I'm not here to diss the passport guys, because you got some passport guys that go overseas because they really want to travel and see the world. But let's not lie and say you just want to go and travel and see the world. These guys are trying to get with women, and they want to do things like the easy route. That's what they're really doing. You know? Would I suggest being with a woman overseas? The women overseas is just like the women over here. The women overseas is just like the women over here, if not worse, because they'll set you up to have you killed. You know? They'll set you up to have you killed in order to make $1. Yeah, they go overseas for underage girls. That's yeah, they do that. I'm not saying anybody in particular, but for the most part, a lot of men, black men, white men, they go overseas to deal with underage girls. That's a fact. But they're not going over there because they're trying to find a wife to marry a woman. They're not doing that. That's a lie. How that look? They're going overseas to find a woman to wife up. How come they ain't find it yet? How come they ain't have no kids? If they overseas and they're with this woman, how come things ain't happening? Come on, man. Then you got some of these guys, they be claiming, yeah, this is my wife right here. Yeah, this is my wife. I'm like, bro, when you gonna have some kids? How you have this woman as a wife, but you ain't have no kids yet, bro? It's crazy. But anyway, you guys got to really think about this one, man, because it's like, all I'm seeing is women they're focusing on money and possessions. And if you don't got that, they don't want to rock with you. You said not everybody want kids, so then why are you having sex? It would be stupid to have sex knowing you can have a kid. And when people say, you know, maybe they don't want to have no kids. Not everybody want to have kids. Anybody that don't want to have kids is disobeying the Most High, because he said to be fruitful and multiply. So if you're like, well, I don't want to have no kids, I just want to, nah, you're out of pocket already, because everybody's supposed to want kids. Anybody that's denying kids is wicked, in my opinion. Right? So that's about it. I'm going to get up on out of here, do what I got to do. Right? I got some work I got to do. But God will send him to me one day. I have been looking. Where are the men who are traditional? You say, where are the men that are traditional? But I don't think that you're serious about what you say. I doubt it. Because it's like, women say these things, but they don't gravitate towards those things. Men that are traditional is focused on family and growth. Women see these things, but it's like they just ignore it. And another thing ladies are going to have to understand, and I say this all the time, you ladies are gonna have to share a man, because there aren't a bunch of damn quality, traditional, godly men in the world today. It's just rare, very rare. And if you're one of them type of women that be like, well, if I'm gonna get with you, I'm supposed to only be with you and you only, and you can't have no other women. Well, it's gonna be bad for you, because a man may end up with this woman or that woman and still be with you. So the question you have to ask yourself is, are you really prepared for that? Because I don't think you are. I don't think you are. 32, never married, no kids. I know the kind of man I want. I doubt it. I don't think you know what kind of man you want, because you're 32. At 32, you should already done been wifed up. You should already done had kids already. Because at 32, like, what are you waiting for? How is it that you're in a world and you ain't locate the man that you want? It's not really about what you want. It's about what the man wants. See, that's another problem. Women are trying to find a man that they want, and it's not even said if that man want you. See, it's the man that opens the door for relationships and marriage. Women give access to sex. That's it. A man is the one that opened the door to make you a wife. You don't have that luxury. If that man don't want to make you his wife, there's nothing you can do. A woman can't marry a man and say, well, I'm marrying you, or it's not in your place to do that. You can't do that. You know, it's only the man that have access to that. Yeah, man's biology doesn't fit monogamy. Monogamy is a self-taught system to keep men from being fruitful and multiply. Simple as that. All right? Precious V says lies. Well, prove it wrong. If it's something I said, prove me wrong. Don't just talk and say lies. Prove your point. I'm right here. So we're going to get up on out of here. The Bible says you're not good at controlling yourself, then get married. It says it's better to marry than to burn, which means if you're burning with lust, you need to go marry. All of this nonsense about you're overcoming these natural urges, and man, stop playing with people. Right? So we're going to get up on out of here. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings. Make sure you double tap the screen to get the likes up. And a lot of these lives that I did, I'm going to probably do reaction videos to them. I noticed my videos are good for reaction videos. I'm going to have to do that. So, hey, y'all take care. It is what it is. I'm going to get up on out of here, right? Y'all take care. Peace and blessings.